This morning, we all woke up to yet another discrepancy between surveys and realities. Now, regardless of your political views, something is broken in the market research industry. For the past 20 years, I worked in marketing and had to rely on market surveys as part of my job. People lie to me all the time, some intentionally, but most of them because they were unaware of their own faults. 90% of our purchasing decisions are subconscious. Yet, traditional market surveys keep focusing on the remaining 10%. How crazy is that? Maybe because it's not easy to measure subconscious thoughts. Contemporary methodologies to measure the unconscious involve neuroscience, and this is very costly, lengthy, and intrusive. However, NeuroApplied is neuromarketing technology applied easily, anywhere, anytime. Our technology looks very simple for the participants. Panelists are handed over a visual game where all they have to do is to match between an image of a person and a logo of a brand. If they think that person is a customer of this brand, they swipe right. If not, left. It's like a Tinder for brand research. Behind this simplistic input lies our sophisticated technology. By the way, this is how it looks in real life. So behind it lies a sophisticated technology that generates a full brand image report to the brand manager. She can now, for the first time, understand what our customers really think about their brand. Our customers are using our solution to reveal key attributes about their brand and monitor them over time, benchmark their solution versus competing one, and measure the effectiveness of their messaging campaigns. And they do it across multiple touch points along their consumer's journey: website, social pages, and mobile apps. And we don't stop there. We are able to predict the desired positioning in order to increase market share, and we prescribe the messaging brief in order to achieve that positioning. And most important of all, we are able to predict with 90% accuracy the actual increase in sales as a result of a marketing campaign. And we just validated it with one of the large customers in the world. So you may ask yourself, how do we do all of that? Well, we introduced a neurocognition technology that basically imitates the way our brain creates associations and trains the computer to do the same. We measure thousands of descriptors per images of people, and we store them in our database. We do it only once, and then later on we use it in conjunction with the brand in order to research the brand association. In order to deliver on this patent-pending technology, you need a strong team. Aviram is our enthusiast data scientist, and Gilad is our genius web architect. I take care of the business aspect. For the past 20 years, I worked in marketing as VP marketing in 3 public companies and 2 startups. 6 years out of those from the Silicon Valley. Together, we face an enormous market. Because if you think about it, brands are everywhere, from products and services to companies and even concepts. If we take just the top 1,000 brands in the world, each one of them spends between $1 and $10 million on research every year. That represents a total addressable market of $5 billion for us. The leaders of this market are Nielsen and Kantar, but we rather view them as potential partners. NeuroApplied is almost 3 years old, and we've already tested more than 100 global brands. This is a partial list of our clients. There are multiple use cases for our technology. I would like to share with you 2 of the most interesting ones. In the first one, a cereal brand was having a market problem. They were losing market share, and they wanted to understand why. So we compared them to the leading competitor in their space and saw that they were less prestigious and cool than the competitors. So we decided to look at the negative traits, and we saw that they were more aggressive and selfish. The recommendation for them was to promote more kindness and care, and that alleviated the problem. Simple. In the second one, we worked with a French car brand who was having a business problem. People who ordered their cars were being ridiculed by their friends because those cars usually ended up in the shop. So those clients canceled their orders. The brand went to its advertising agency and asked them to create a creative that will improve their perceived reliability. This agency used us to test two versions of it. In the first one, you see a French factory, you listen to French music, and when the camera zooms in, you see a Japanese engineer on the line. A single impression of this 30-second advertisement was able to increase the brand perception in terms of reliability by 6%. This is huge. In the second one, you see a potential client walking into a dealership with his friend. The friend gives him false information about the car, so the client disregards the friend's advice and buys the car anyway. This one increased the perceived reliability only by 2%. However, since we measure all the attributes of the brand, regardless if we were asked to do that by the customers or not, we saw a 27% increase in self-confidence of the buyer. So the agency went to the car brand and told them, look, if you just want to increase reliability like you asked, you should use version A. But we think that your business problem is the cancellation of the orders. So if you use version B, that will solve your problem. They listened to their agency, and the cancellation rate went down by 30%. So you can see that we can tell what really lands in people's minds. We are now, we got recently orders from 2 of the top 10 brands in the world, and we are very proud of it, but this is just the beginning. So this was NeuroApplied in 8 minutes, but in one sentence, every brand tells a story. We listen. Thank you.